G'day guys, you're watching The Long Gun Project. G'day guys, my name is Ben and you're watching episode 7 of The Long Gun Project. Now in this episode I wanted to talk to you about training. Not specifically my shooting training, but training for long range shooting more generally. Let's say for example that you're either new to shooting or you're new to long range shooting. You've got yourself a capable rifle and scope combination and you can either buy or reload decent ammunition. Now what do? But if you've never shot long range before, how do you acquire the skills and knowledge to let you accurately shoot further? Now you could try reading it from a book and then applying what you've read, but this can sometimes be a bit hit and miss because what do you do if you apply what you've read but it still doesn't seem to work? How do you figure out the problem all on your own without the underpinning knowledge and understanding? It's super frustrating, and for most people this is often enough to make them give up. But what if you had a subject matter expert to teach you? Someone who can help solve these problems, but also explain to you what was going wrong in the first place and answer questions that often a book can't. Well, that's where training comes in. Now, if you're new to shooting or you want to learn how to shoot long range, then I think training is probably the best investment that you can make. You learn the skills and acquire the knowledge that you need without having to burn through hundreds of dollars worth of ammo trying in vain to figure it out all on your own. Now, I'm very fortunate that a good mate of mine, Jay, runs a training company called Orange Accuracy. Now Jay runs a couple of different shooting courses, but probably the most popular one that he does is his long range shooting course. Now Jay is an exceptional instructor and shooter. He's been trained extensively by Todd Hodnett at Accuracy First, as well as training with Rifles Only in the US. To top all that off, he's a really awesome bloke. Now I had a chance to catch up with Jay in the ACT, and we talked about the courses that he runs, as well as getting a bit of a sneak peek into his long range shooting course. Mate, thanks for letting the Long Gun Project come to your home, man.
Mate, you're welcome anytime.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. So how did you go from being long range shooting into instructing? Like what sort of, how did you sort of find your way into that?
So obviously through all the shooting that I've done for work, I was fortunate enough to be trained with and trained by some amazing characters from around the planet, and which is really cool. I was getting a really good skill set, and then we started teaching stuff backwards and forwards at work, and I had a bit of a knack for it, and then it was like, I need to take this further. I need to develop me as an instructor. I need to develop my knowledge base more, I suppose, and my material. So if I can do all that through the civilian shooters, I can take that and apply it back to work and make everybody better at work as well, which is better for everyone, and it just full circles, and before you know, everybody's, what I'm learning from the civilian guys I'm teaching to guys at work, and then what I'm learning from guys at work I can take back to the civilian world, and everybody gets to see it and it all gets improved. And then at the end of the day, not only do we get to win it at work, but everybody out on, in the civilian market, well, just, everybody that shoot, everybody gets to get better.
Yeah. You probably mentioned this before. You have different courses for different levels of shooter in terms of like beginner, advanced, and that sort of stuff. Or?
Yeah. So I'll do the new to shooting, which is what it is. People that haven't shot before, just got their license. And are looking for a good start, how to zero your rifle, how to, just how to operate your rifle safely, how to shoot your fundamentals, all that sort of carry on. So what a new shooter's looking for, one that I call Sharpen the Axe, which is for guys that have been around for a little while, so like, if you will, an intermediate course, who have just been doing it for a while, looking to improve themselves, or been out of the game for a while and want to get back into it and improve themselves, get a good sort of restart, if you will. And then obviously the long range course. The long range course people ask me all the time, is there a beginner, intermediate and advanced long range course? Well, I can't, at the moment I haven't worked it out, but I can't say, right, this is the beginner long range course, and then in 2 weeks time you're doing the intermediate, and then 2 weeks time after you're doing the advanced, because to do the advanced course you have to have the basic stuff, but to hear the basic stuff you have to hear about the advanced stuff as well, or else it doesn't fit into context. Yeah, they're the three that I do.
And with your courses, do you see common problems when people turn up to your course?
So there's a few, man. So I guess first one is people's rifle setups.
Yep.
They get them set up in the shop or by their armourer. So yeah, that's amazing, and it's set up perfectly, dude, for him. Let's set this up for you now. So that's the first one, and we do that straight up. Make sure everybody's stuff's sorted out. And then I guess the next one is a lack of understanding of their own shooting sequence and how they apply all those marksmanship or fundamentals into it. And then you get into, as you get out the distance, you just get stuff like parallax error, and then cant as well. When the guys are shooting together, when pairing them up, they shoot together. Oh, that was point too low and point to the left. And if I hear that, I'll just quickly run over and have a look, and you'll generally see that their rifle is tipped over. Long range shooting course in a nutshell is working on the system in you initially, the rifle system.
Yep.
So you obviously your rifle, your scope, your ammunition and your software, getting all that squared away, getting that all dialed in. And as soon as we've got that, then we're just going to apply it for the next day, 9 hours, whatever on the range, shoot as far as we can.
Mate, thank you for leading the Long Gun Project in your home, and thanks for taking the time to talk to me and my viewers, the audience, effectively talk to them about orange accuracy and the training that you do and what you provide and what you can give them. I hope that anyone who watches this will take a fresh look at investing in some training. Jay runs students through understanding their equipment and rifle setup as well as shooting fundamentals. The students then start to put all of this into practice immediately out on the range. Starting at 100 metres, Jay runs the students through drills to focus their mind on the fundamentals of shooting as well as improve their basic technique. After this, they move back into the classroom for the next level of theory, and then it is immediately back out onto the firing point at 723 metres to apply what has just been learned. While I was there, I had a chance to ask a couple of the guys what they thought of the course.
I've done a lot of learning. I've learned where there are so many extra variables, and I can see where they are, and now I feel like I've got some way of modifying them to get better on target, and actually just the feedback, actually having more feedback and understanding what my body's telling me, what the gun's telling me, and then what's happening between me and the target already. So it's been good.
So far I guess it's shown a few fundamental things that you've probably been doing wrong for a long time, and also putting some trust into your equipment, and I guess there's still a lot more to go until tomorrow.
How do you think the guys have gone on the course?
Mate, I'm actually very impressed. So you obviously got some guys that haven't shot any greater than, there's a rifle that hasn't been shot in it for 50 metres. Oof. And he's just dialed in at 723 and shot a group around 100mm clay that if we had a piece of paper it'd be fridge worthy.
Yep.
Shift all the kids' stuff off the fridge and put it on, man. It was really good. He's very unlucky to not hit that clay, but that's just the theory of the group, as you know, mate.
Yeah.
But then I don't know, 5 of the 6 guys have hit a clay, 100mm clay. Yep. At 723 metres in, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 shots, which is cool. So that's just applying what we did at 100 metres. Like I tell them, it's long range shooting is just 100 metre shooting, but further away. Yeah, so and then obviously this afternoon we went through external ballistics and ballistic software stuff, and with just a small understanding of it and applying it to what they're doing here, and bang, they're on. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll enhance that learning again and go back to it, revisit it, and calibrate their software, and they'll be very, very accurate by the time we leave here, as they already are.
Mate, thanks again for having us on.
Mate, thanks for coming out, mate. Really appreciate it.
For letting us be part of the course and
cool.
that sort of stuff.
Cool.
And
no, you're welcome anytime, you know that.
yeah. Unfortunately, at this point, I had to leave Jay to continue the course and focus on delivering the training. Now, I've done 2 long-range shooting courses myself here in Australia, and having seen Jay's course up close and first-hand, I can confidently tell you that it is first class. Jay has been trained by some of the best around, and he's got an enormous amount of experience. His instruction and coaching truly is invaluable. Now, if you're getting into shooting, if you want to get into long-range shooting, or you just want to get more out of your long-range shooting, then doing one of Jay's courses is probably one of the best investments that you're going to make. Now, if you want to know more about training with Orange Accuracy, you can go to Jay's website. It's at www.orangeaccuracy.com, or you can just click on the link in the description below. Well, that concludes this episode of the Long Gun Project. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, let me know and hit like and subscribe with notifications. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again on the next episode of the Long Gun Project. See you later.
Nobody sucks at shooting. It's just really easy to get stuff wrong.
Yeah, that's it.